Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Monday Lives. We're back again. It's 5:30 EST on Monday. So here we are. Now, just before we start, I want to throw out there that I've had some feedback from some parents about 5:30 not being a great time. So I want to make sure that you are getting what you need at the right time that you need it. So watch for a poll coming out in the group as we move into summer and time is a little bit more flexible. Um, Participate in the poll and tell me what is the best time for you to watch a live. I want to reach as many people as I can. Um, so I want to do it when it's a good time for you. Okay? So, do you think visuals don't work for your child? Think again. I'm glad you're here tonight so that we can talk about this and how the right visuals make a huge difference. Hello. Welcome to Monday Night Lives and Launching Life with Autism, the best parent Facebook group ever. This group is for parents who are new to autism, who are struggling with the chaos that autism has brought to their lives. They want to get calm, they want to understand, and they want to connect with their child. If that's you, you are in the right place. I'm your host. I'm Erin Porter, from the Guided Autism Program and an autism coach. I went through this same chaos during 23 years of teaching kindergarten. And now I'm on a mission to help parents do the same as I did, and that is get through the chaos to calm and understanding. What I learned and implemented over 23 years of teaching kindergarten and 5 years in spec ed has helped hundreds of parents and teachers calm the chaos that autism has brought to their lives in their homes or in their classrooms. Today, we are discussing visuals. For those of you who are here with me right to the end, I have a PDF that I can get to you tonight. I want you to be able to determine tonight what is the best visual for your child. If you're watching live, type live. Then I'll know that you are here right now tonight and I can get you that PDF. If you're watching the replay, just type replay because I will interact with this video and whoever's typing comments, and I will make sure that you get the PDF as well at a later date. So, the first little nugget of information that I want to give to you tonight is that visuals work. If they aren't working for you, then we have a little bit of detective work to do. And your child's behavior is one of those clues that you need to look at while you're being this sort of detective and trying to figure out what is the best visual. The second nugget is that you are likely using the wrong type of visual. So don't throw away this strategy just because you think that your child doesn't like visuals or pay attention to a visual schedule or they have a tantrum when you bring out a visual. That is clues to what is going on and what you need to change. So tonight I want to focus on what people often call the visual schedule. These are tricky to get right, and there's lots of little versions of visual schedules. So I'm going to show you just one little type tonight. But a number of parents have reached out to me to say that their child is not interested in any kind of visual schedule. They are not interested in a visual. They won't follow a visual schedule. They don't even know if it's there. And they don't pay attention to it at all. Other parents are saying to me that they're seeing problem behaviors because they're trying really hard to use the visual schedule and the child lashes out when the visual comes out. Does that sound like any of you? You can type yes if it does. We can talk specifically about your situation if you'd like. So it's important to get the visual right, or else your child will balk or not engage. They might just seem totally disinterested. And why? Well, to answer that question, we have to back up a little bit. This is where, if you're working with me, many things on your roadmap collide. So we have using visuals, communication, understanding, problem behaviors. There's actually a lot going on here. And connecting all of those dots is what's really important, because you're never just using just visuals. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's back up a little bit. Did you know that children with autism are often visual learners? And this might be because visual information lasts longer than spoken information. So if you show a child something and you tell them, then they can process what they're hearing by also looking at the visual. So you can really help your child understand by presenting information verbally and visually. And children with autism often process information differently, which means that we have to provide them with information in a different way. And kudos to you for being here, because you're doing it, or you're learning it, or you just need to refine it. If you have the right visuals, it will work. If you have the wrong visuals, you will get disinterest, problem behaviors, non-compliance, and anxiety for both of you. It's not good when you're trying to make something work from your heart and you're trying really hard and your child's not responding. I really understand how frustrating that is. I had a parent that I was supporting, and she was trying to use visuals with her 3-year-old son, and they weren't working. She said, he's not interested, he doesn't pay any attention, he's just not ready for visuals. Well, she was using the wrong type of visual, and he wasn't ready for the visuals that she was using. So we backed things up and we figured out together that he needed photos of the actual objects in his life. Now let me show you what I mean. This is a visual that children can use for getting dressed. So if they start at this side and read it across with the pictures, each picture is a step to getting undressed, and if they go backwards, each picture is a step to getting undressed. These are photos of actual objects. These belong to a particular child. Some children can't do drawings that represent things. They need the actual photo. So this mom was using drawings of things, like little cartoon drawings, and her son wasn't paying any attention. So we flipped things. She took photos of everything, and we knew that we had nailed it because she went through all the photos the way that I had her do it, the way that I have all my parents do it. She went through the photos and she saved the picture of her for last. And when she held up the picture of her and she said, "Mommy," the child took the picture and kissed it. that was when we knew we had the right type of visual for this child. It was very powerful. So, visuals are supposed to provide predictability, which reduces anxiety, reduces uncertainty for a child with autism. And it allows them to grasp an understanding of what's coming next. Like, and this, first you put on your snow pants, then you put on your boots. What to do next on a big visual schedule, what's coming next, what's happening. If you've got it wrong, then none of those things are happening. Instead of reducing anxiety about what's next, there's anxiety about the picture that they're not understanding. And instead of being able to communicate that something is happening or changing, there's problem behaviors about what you're putting right in front of them. And instead of understanding, there's confusion for both of you. You're confused why your child's not responding, and they're confused because they don't understand. So you're likely using the wrong type of visual. Now, visuals are a form of reading. So let's think for a moment about your child's reading skills. What types of books do they like? Do they read and understand print? Do they like fiction or nonfiction? I'm asking this because these answers will provide clues to where your child is at with reading and understanding information. Because when they use this, they are reading and understanding information. Let's talk dinosaurs for a moment. Does your child like fiction or nonfiction if they were going to read about dinosaurs? Drawings of dinosaurs or photos? Stories or facts? Fiction it would be a story about a dinosaur with a picture, usually drawings, sometimes even no words, but a story is happening. Nonfiction is information with photos. This is often a favorite of children with autism. Why? Because there's not a lot of inference. It's concrete. There's facts, and the pictures are real. This is nonfiction. If they're not enjoying books yet, they might need the model of something to hold something that's actually representing what they're going to do, like bubbles. That's funny, that thumbs up. When you choose the type of visual that is right for your child, you have to meet them where they're at in their learning and give them what they understand and enjoy getting information from. There's actually a lot to think about when you put together visuals in a visual schedule. I want to show you, here's the PDF that I'm happy to send to you. If you're here with me now, I will make sure you get it tonight. And if you're watching, put replay in. These are different ways of showing visuals. This is the easiest for children to understand, the real object, and goes right down to the hardest to understand, which is the word in print. And now the word in print is also a visual. You could have an entire visual schedule of just words and just print. And your child may start out using one type of visual and then move on or transition to using a different type of visual. Okay, so here's my recap. The right visuals work. If you're saying that your child is not interested in their visual schedule or visuals don't work with them, then you need to do some detective work to figure out what is the right type of visual. And I can help you with that. When you meet your child where they're at and you provide them with exactly what they need, good things happen for everyone. And think of their reaction to the visuals as information. It's not personal. Their behavior is telling you something about what you're doing. The visual that you have chosen is not working. So we need to alter your behavior. That's a big shift for some people. If you want that PDF, type in the bottom, replay, if you saw it on replay. If you're watching right now, type live and I'll make sure to get it to you tonight. If you want my help, just reach out. Just ask. I love talking to parents and I would love to help you. Have a wonderful night. Let's get you going on using the right visual. Talk soon. Bye.